Have you ever loved someone so much that you cannot fathom a world where they no longer exist? I loved my grandmother Patty more than anyone else in the world. She was always smiling and with her thin lips and short gray hair. Her energetic attitude and positive outlook on life inspired me to be the person I am today. I will forever be grateful for having her as my grandmother and the impact she had on my life. Patty was the best grandmother anyone could ask for, and I will be telling you why. Firstly, Patty was selfless. She would always put other people before herself. Her family and friends would always come first. I can recall a time when my grandmother was in the hospital. She was slowly recovering from a fluid buildup and wanted something to eat. She told the nurse she wanted peach yogurt, and when the nurse brought it to her, I fed her the yogurt because her hands were immobile. My grandmother told the nurse to go get her another peach yogurt because she wanted me to have one too. She didn't want to eat in front of me unless I had some too. This demonstrates just how selfless my grandmother was, and it is a memory I will cherish forever. Secondly, my grandmother was friendly. She always wanted to talk. Patty would talk to anybody. She loved talking to her friends, family, strangers, and anybody who was willing to have a conversation with her. My grandmother would call every day to talk to my brother and me. She was always calling her family and friends to check up on them and see how they were doing. Her amiable personality is one of the reasons so many people loved her, and it is another reason why my grandmother was such an amazing person. Thirdly, Patty was kind-hearted, but she didn't let people take advantage of her. My favorite quality about my grandmother is that she always said what she thought and did not let people take advantage of her. This quality made people have respect for her that most people do not attain. She was never afraid to be bold and speak up for what she thought was right. Patty loved to tell people her opinion, and if you were the one she was telling, it was best to agree with her because she could give you a million reasons why she was right and you were wrong. I respected her opinion more than anyone else because she was always honest and always told me what she thought. I loved my grandmother more than anyone else in the world, and when she died, I was lost. I did not know what to do without her for a long time. I still miss her every day, but I have learned how to cope with her not being here. I think of the times we had while she was alive, and have learned how to cope with her not being here. I remember the kind of person she was. She's my biggest inspiration and the inspiration of many others. Her legacy will continue to influence me for the rest of my life. Patty's life will continue to influence me and many others for years to come.